What's happening, guys? Welcome back to episode 21 of the Bants podcast. We are back. It's been a long few weeks, and I do apologise that we haven't been here. But I've been moving, he's moved, I've been ill. So much shit's happened. We're in a completely different location, so as you can see, very plain. But yeah, whatever. Episode 21, we're just going to be catching up with everything, seeing what's going on. It's been sort of trying to get back into the flow of things, I guess, because it feels like it's been forever.
Yeah, it has. It's been, 3 weeks? Probably 2?
Nearly a month.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because
we did record one.
But we thought it was too savage, so Josh was a little bitch and decided not to put it out.
Yeah, I didn't want to put it out because
we'd have been
banned or arrested.
Would have been jobless.
Knowing the government these days, would have been arrested. Like, it'd have been pretty crazy.
We'd have been doing 15 years for buggery.
As always, if you're here, please like, subscribe. I've forgotten it all, honestly.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Pornhub, RedTube. No, but all of the standard social medias. Just go on there, hit like, follow, subscribe. Like, our latest stuff goes a seriously long way. And another venture we have started, if you want to check it out, is called Who's Gym on Instagram and YouTube. Who's Gym UK on TikTok.
Who's Gym? Is it Who's Gym UK?
Yeah. And on Instagram it's Who's Gym UK. Basically, we are going around and reviewing gyms around the UK. So we started off in Salisbury, and we're just gonna widen our search.
So we're gonna branch out, baby.
We're branching out. We're doing
Prestige Worldwide. Coming to a gym near you soon.
Boats and hoes.
We're wide.
Plates and dates. So yeah, that's where we are at.
Grapes and protein shakes.
So yeah, if you've got any questions, anything like that, hit us up on Instagram or email us breezandbants@gmail.com. That being said, let's crack into things and thongs today. What's going on? How you been?
Been very good. Kids are stressful, aren't they?
Fucking
kids are very stressful.
Oh yes.
If you are not from the UK, it is the 6-week holiday where the kids have 6 weeks off of school, and they drive all the mums mad and dads if they're not working, and vice versa. But yeah, it's been alright, to be fair. This new journey thing's quite interesting.
Yeah, we're excited about that, man. We're super excited about this whole YouTube thing. It's definitely taken a precedent in other things, i.e. like my streaming and whatever else we were going to plan on doing. Even, I suppose,
we're still doing the podcast, though.
Yeah, that's something we're going to stick to now. Now we've got the studio set up. As much as it looks like it's just a sofa in a room, that side of it, on the opposite side, we've got like monitors, fucking pictures, glass shower. I don't know why this is that side.
There's a crack pipe on the floor.
And doing too much heroin on weekends. So yeah, and so for me, I've moved house, which has been a massive adjustment. Moving house is so
that took fucking long as well. 2 days.
2 fucking
2 days. We took to like.
I got hired this.
It was a lump and dump.
Lump and dump. I hired this like lorry thing, and I was like, oh yeah, that'll be more than enough. Clearly, it wasn't. I was in like a 3-bed flat. Like, I didn't expect to have as much shit as I had.
But it's all the little shitty things.
Yeah, because it was like, the flat wasn't small, but it still looked compact enough that I wouldn't need, like, that's without the tumble dryer, fridge, freezer, washing machine, any of that shit.
I know.
So that's fucking, like, even this sofa, luckily we got it, like, from the previous owner, proper pikeys. So
fuck, that's a needle. That's a needle.
It's fucking like lice and shit crawling up there. So yeah, moved house. That was fun with a kid as well. So that was stressful.
I got crashed into. Did I say that before? I can't remember.
Nah, that was after. Yeah,
someone crashed into me. That was fun in Salisbury. Driving along, he pulls out and bang, bosh, straight into me. Writes me off. I've been in hospital for 15 days. Whiplash.
That's for insurance and complaints and.
As you can see, I walk with a.
Nah. Well, that's what when he's talking to injury lawyers for you. That's what he's like. Crooked neck, the crooked man.
Yeah. To be fair, he out of it. He got it dealt with straight away. So that was all right. Well, I'm sure I've done more shit than this.
Training? You're back in training?
Oh, I'm back training and training my gut to eat more food as well.
He's back drinking as well. It's not good.
What do you mean?
I've been wanting to. This is an intervention.
What?
You were about to open a can of beer earlier. You've been sober for so long. What's going on?
I was gonna have a
This is a serious intervention right now.
I was going to have a little cheeky can of beer when I got home from work. So I was like, fuck this. I've had a long day at work. I've had a long week at work. I've been doing 12, 13-hour days every day. And I can smell a 3-day weekend. And I was like, cheeky can.
I forgot it was bank holiday till just now.
It's just 3 days.
I actually genuinely forgot it's bank holiday weekend. Bosh. Sick.
That's what I was saying to you about the traffic.
Yeah, I know, but I completely forgot it was bank holiday weekend. So that's banging. Alright, cool. You deserve a beer. Beer
So,
is the bag, so you know, just remember that.
It doesn't.
You've changed. You're a changed man.
Oh.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah. But no. Obviously, we've been doing a lot of stuff with this gym stuff.
Yeah, we're just fucking working.
Trying to find our feet with it.
Yeah, just like
Just trying to come up with ideas as well. Like,
we're still finding our feet with this as well.
I know,
That's the thing.
I
Like
know.
today's proper impromptu. We just decided to do it because we needed to do it. You know, the lost episode that we recorded. Maybe if we ever start a Patreon, we'll be on there. I will save it for that just in case. But we'll talk about that sort of stuff now anyway. As we're here, we'll just try and stay on the straight and narrow with it. The discussion was about the riots and the state of the country right now. Obviously, you've got what my granddad would call them far-right extremists. And then you've got the far left, which they are far-left extremists as well, but people are reluctant to say far-left extremists for some reason.
Yeah.
They think they're like the saviours.
Well, who is? I don't even know. I know what far right is. What's far left?
So far left is like your Antifa and all that sort of shit.
What, like, to stop oil?
Yeah, like
Them?
they're so far left.
They're just virgins.
Far left virgin. Nah,
just stop oil. Like, you chuck a bit of paint at Stonehenge and just sit there like a hermit. Like, fuck me. I would fucking volley you into next week if I seen you do that.
Yeah.
Kicking the ball. Like, got some self-patch and fucking volley him. Do you know what, though? The most fucked up thing, I'll be the cunt that gets nicked.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it?
So speaking of like that sort of thing, so for example, what's gone on with my car? So to make a long story short, where we've moved, there's technically no parking, but we were told by the estate agent / landlord that we can park over the road, although it is private parking. So we started parking there.
Classic salesman. Get
Classic
that deal
salesman,
over
yeah, get the deal done. So we parked there. I got a ticket left on my car. Listen, I know I shouldn't be parking there. Got a ticket left on my car. Ignored it. Parked there again. They literally taped a fucking cardboard, like a fucking bit of cardboard this big to my car, and it writ on it in big felt letters. Fucking private parking. I left his name and business address there, which comes into play shortly. So I've ripped that off, and my partner, she's actually left a note on her car saying, "We're at this address. Feel free to come knock our door and have a conversation." Right? Well, they come knock our door at whatever time none of us are in. So they've left a note basically saying, "So on the note we stated, the landlord said, the estate agents, they all said that we can park there. The previous renters parked there. What's the issue?" And he said, "You're not allowed to park here. Sorry for any confusion." So my partner, she moved her car down the road, whatever. And I got him at like 5 p.m, right? Now, bearing in mind, this car park is private for people who work there. All the shops close at 5 p.m. When I put my car there, there is 30 spaces, and I'm the only car in there.
I know.
Like, literally the only car in there. And so I've parked in there. And I go to the gym around about 7:30, 8 o'clock. So I've gone to my car to get my gym pass at around about 7:30, 8. And I've noticed there's another fucking note on my car. It's like private parking. Now, bearing in mind, this is tucked so far down the fucking window wiper, feasibly, it's very hard to see it. I only seen it because I was looking for it. If you were to walk past my car, you wouldn't see it was there, you know. Which, again, comes into the story later on. So I've gone to the gym, come back, woke up at 6 a.m. for work the next day, gone out to my car, my wing mirror is smashed off. My rear window wiper is lifted off. My front window wipers are fine, but the note's gone. So the sticky note's gone with like the whole "this is a private parking place." So that's not a random attack. There's not like a random attack on the car.
That's
is
a
it?
far right extremist right there.
That is this guy. I'm not going to name him for probably a fucking double defamation if this ever goes anywhere. The police are involved, but like basically, this guy, he's clearly what's happened is he's gone out there, smashed the wing mirror, lifted up the back thing, and then gone, oh fuck, I've left a note on there. I should probably get rid of that. Got rid of it, chucked the wing mirror over the fucking building site, and then that's it. And there's CCTV around it. Went and asked the shop today who owns the CCTV. Guess who owns the CCTV? Him.
No.
Yep.
It's not going to be working. You know that as well.
Yeah, I know, 100%. But because I've told the police everything, like they were like, yeah, it sounds like it was him. So they're investigating it. And if they go to him and he's like, oh no, CCTV ain't working, it's going to make it look more wrong for him anyway. And where they've got the building site, you know, those little police cameras, one of them points directly to where it was.
But are they working?
I fucking hope so. But yeah, £900 for a wing mirror. Found out today.
Have you got a bet?
Nah. We're gonna pay it. Love my job.
Fucking hell.
So yeah, that's the parking story, which is a fucking. So yeah, basically, I want to go around and slap his like teeth out of his head and be like, "You fucking knob."
We slap man's nana to space.
But I got no proof. Without any proof, I can't do it.
You go there and get done for buggery.
Yeah, exactly. I'd get done. So that's where that comes from. But back at the gym, so that's all good. So
You've
yeah,
been doing ice baths.
yeah, I got an ice bath.
You've been freezing your tits off in that.
Well, technically, so here's a fun fact actually. So I've been doing my ice bath without any ice in it. So I just put cold water in it, and I've been jumping in it every night. And compared to outside, it feels fucking freezing, right?
Mm-hmm.
The temperature gauge says it's 16 degrees. You would feel like that's a warm bath, right?
Yeah, but
So what happens when you get in an ice bath is your body, when you submerge, the cold water extracts heat from your body. So it's pulling the heat out, so it feels 10 times colder than it is. So if you sat outside in 15-degree heat, you'd be like, it's quite chill, right? It's normal sort of heat. But if you get in water that's 15 degrees, it extracts the heat from your body and makes you feel way colder.
Oh.
Because I was in there like, this thermometer's broken, brother. It says 17 degrees. And I'm like, what the
plugging
fuck?
it up yourself. Like, what's going on?
Put out my bum. I was like, it says 17 degrees. This is really weird. It really affected my piles, but I got the cream, so it's fine. No, so I got like Grayson's thermometer, not the one that went up his bum. We've got like one of the the old COVID ones with the guns. Beep, beep. No, he's got his duck. We've got like a little toy duck, but it's a thermometer.
Yeah, I remember.
I put that in it.
Did you? And
it was like the same. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I googled it. I was like, hey Siri, what the fuck's going on here? And then Siri explained it to me.
That's funny.
What I found is actually open Siri on my phone. And I said, hey Siri. What I found though, when I go in the ice bath, the easiest way to get through it. So I'm doing like 11 minutes now.
You're supposed to do 11 minutes a week to get the benefits.
I've been doing 11 minutes a night. And when I get out, I feel great.
Oh.
Like I
do the Wim Hof.
I sit on the sofa, fucking freezing, like rubbing my legs. I'm like, I need a cup of tea. But like, I feel the benefits. But what I've noticed helps is like listening to music or a podcast while I'm in there, like on loudspeaker. It's like, then I set a timer with my phone, listen to the music, and then just like try and zone out.
What do you listen to? Wheatus, Teenage Dirtbag.
No.
I'm just
ice, baby. Bumba bumba. No, I listen to like heat wave, so I can feel like when I arrive, I'm causing a heat wave. No. What do I listen to? I listen to like a lot of podcasts, like Joe Rogan, that sort of thing. I've actually been listening to like really old Fire in the Booths.
Okay.
Like on YouTube. I don't know why. Like, because I listened to the Wretch 32 one, his like original one, which like got him really big. I listened to that the other day, and I remembered how fucking good it was. And there's comments.
Where has he gone now? Wretch 32.
I don't know. He fell off because he did a gig in Salisbury, didn't he? At some point, at like the fucking.
Oh, he might have done
one of the Fate things on Hudson's Field.
Yeah.
So yeah, the riots. What's going on then? What's your opinions? So, what happened?
The thing is,
go on.
What annoys me, right? You got people like my dad, who watch the news 24/7 and believe that shit bulletproof.
Yeah, right.
And that is the worst thing ever in that. Like, I can't think of anything worse than watching that shit all day, every day. Like there,
you're watching The Poison.
yeah, I literally go around there going, what poison are we watching today? It's like, and they're like, oh, just because you're just a conspiracy theorist. It's like,
You're a far-right lunatic.
yeah. And he does there in his tighty white, he's having a little cheeky beat over fucking the BBC.
Liz Truss is on there like, oh, Liz Truss will fix anything. Like,
he's literally there like fucking, call that Keir Starmer, he's a man with a plan. It's like, no.
no, he's not. He's a fucking diabolical piece of Anyway, I'll get arrested for that.
You get booger.
How do you think Keir Starmer's handled situations?
Absolutely awful.
Yeah.
Like, how can you be banging up people that quick? Right, this is what gets me. How are you banging up these people that quick? Mm-hmm. But you got the Manchester airport incident where there was these other people, I don't know who they were.
They beat up the coppers, didn't they?
They slapped up the coppers, and then the coppers booted them.
End, yeah.
And didn't the coppers get suspended?
Yeah, I mean, listen, he probably shouldn't have kicked him in the head while he was on the floor.
Wow.
Like,
yeah. But they shouldn't be beating up the
policewoman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely slapped the man out of her.
So.
And then that incidents like that don't get dealt with.
Are what caused the riots.
Well, no, because the thing that caused the riots was that them girls dying.
Yeah, I have a difference on opinion on that. Like, I believe that added fuel to the fire.
But it was
the
a long time
was
coming.
Already there.
Yeah,
you know, that was literally just the blow. You know, when you got embers and you blow on it and the flame starts. That was what that is. Like, for me, I obviously with them arresting the rioters. Listen, people who are causing damage, criminal damage, being abusive and fighting and shit should be arrested. That's the law.
No, I get that.
But that's also the same law as people who illegally come into the country should be arrested, as it's illegal. Do you see what I'm saying? If they're calling somebody an illegal immigrant, that states it's illegal. So treat it as a crime.
Yeah, no, I get that as well. But I also get why they're trying to get away from the countries they're trying to get away from.
A high percentage of them, yes.
If they're like war-torn cities and all of that shit, I get why they're trying to run away.
Yeah, I understand that, but the problem we've got is
it's a lot of them are men.
A lot of them are
young,
fighting age men who listen. If you the way I look at it is, if you want to immigrate to this country, whether you do it by the book or you come over on a boat, right?
A dinger.
On a dinger,
all right.
Right? If you do that, first thing they need to be doing is background checks. These people should be not in a hotel. They should basically be in like quarantine. You know, like COVID quarantine. That's what they should be in until their documents are found. Until we know who they are, they should be like quarantined, just in case. You've got and this isn't a far right thing. This isn't no racist anything like that. This is people have to look out for the British public. You know, and you've got to think like some of these people coming to our country could be willing to cause us harm. It's that simple.
I get that. Yeah.
You know, so we need to know who's coming in and why they're coming in. And that's the way I look at it. Listen, this country is open to anybody who comes in. Should be the right way.
All the doctors and all the
exactly
like people like that contributing heavily to our system. I fully agree with people like that coming in.
I do as well. Like obviously with our job,
I'm sounding like a racist piece.
Right, we are not racist for a start. Like no way. Like obviously, everyone's allowed a difference in opinion, and the fact of the matter is, free speech is dead. Free speech is dead. That is so true. Like you can't put stuff on Twitter now without getting fucking arrested for it. You literally can't tweet.
Literally, he got posted up. He got 3 years a Facebook
post. Right, but they're releasing people. They don't have the space in the prisons, so they're releasing people who have caused actual crimes
like
molestation. They are releasing people who have child pornography on their computers. It's fucking ridiculous. Like free speech is gone, and they're blaming it all on far right extremists, and then they're also saying that they used the 3 little girls who got stabbed as an excuse. Like there was a lot of misinformation about that shouldn't have been out there. That was lot of misinformation. Fucking ridiculous. Like that's one of the biggest fails of, because what's happened now is the group of, like, for lack of a better, who they're calling these far right extremists, what they've done now is they are in such a negative connotations with anything because of they seen all of the false information, and that's how they acted about the false information. So now they look like racists. And some of them are. Some of them are. You know, there's
Someone
always
just jumping
bad
on the bandwagon, isn't it?
Exactly that. But there are people who are rioting for the reason that they believe is right.
You got a little old Betty from fucking House 76, like in there, like, do you know what I mean? Like, she ain't a far right extremist. She's just
on the bandwagon because the way she looks at it is she's losing her heating allowance and people are getting free hotels.
Yeah,
and that's how people are looking at it.
Yeah,
like, and that's sometimes how I've looked at it. I'm like, hold up, we've got veterans on the street. We've got we've got veterans on the street. We've got your parents, who are my grandparents, who are going to struggle with like heating and stuff due to them not getting the heating allowance. We've got our taxes being extremely high, and then when people are seeing their taxes used to put for again illegal immigrants who have come via dinghy or whatever to this country, they're seeing them in these hotels and they're getting free money, free food, all of this shit. They get quite a bit on there as well. They get a fair bit. So they're looking at that and going, my taxes are going to this, and that's where the frustrations come from. So, but what people aren't understanding is the media is spinning all of this so bad. So, like, I've got my opinion on even the false information that was given out about the murder of those little girls. I don't think it was anyone. I think it was the government done that to cause this. I believe, like, this is not proven at all. This is literally all allegedly. This is tinfoil hat conspiracy shit. But I wouldn't put it past them. What would you say if I said to you, and if I told you this is what I found out? The government released a false thing on Twitter saying the murder of those 3 little girls was a Muslim, black, whatever you want to call them, from another country who's come in via dinghy, killed these girls. They've put it out, let people share it, and then they've come out and said, actually, no, it wasn't. And then
do you reckon that's what they've done?
It's a possibility, because now they've got what they want. Everyone who's going against the grain is for lack of a better term, what they're calling it, far right extremists.
They've done it. If that is true, they've done, like, obviously it's all alleged, it's just a conspiracy.
Yeah,
but if that is true, like, how fucking clever are they? Because they've got us all banged to rights. We're all like starting to be scared to talk.
This is what I mean. We've literally recorded an episode and we're scared to release it.
Yeah,
which is fucked. And it's just talking shit. We were literally talking shit, and probably said some of the similar stuff we've said here, but in
we mentioned a few people we
mentioned names of people you can't mention, you know, and
are called far right extremists.
Yeah, listen, I believe there are far right extremists who are fucking bad people. I believe there are far left extremists who are fucking
There's
bad
people everywhere, though,
and that's the thing. But people are entitled to their opinion. Just because I feel like my taxes shouldn't be housing people who come to this country illegally doesn't mean I'm going to go out and riot and punch them up. Doesn't mean I'm racist or anything like that. It just means that the government should be spending our tax money more wisely.
Yeah.
You know? Think about all the potholes in the fucking roads.
And it's not that they're like sending it to like war fucking things, like
exactly
Ukraine
that.
and all that shit. Like, how are we sending like all of these millions and billions of pounds when the whole
our
fucking
economy's
place...
fucked.
Yeah.
Like, they give away money like it's like...
I'd rather fucking get all the veterans and
the
mentally unwell people off the streets.
Yeah, like, unfortunately with wars, people are going to die, right? And we should care about that because they're people. We've all got a conscience. We should care about if people die or whatnot. But the fact of the matter is, we've got British war veterans who are dying on the street from freezing to death in the winter.
Yeah.
Yet we're
because they're homeless because they've probably been to war and they've seen fucked up shit and it's drove them into addiction.
Yeah, they've gone a bit mental, got addicted or whatever.
And they've lost everything and now they're back.
And they are probably the most important people for us to be saving right now. Like, countries get into war. Like, countries war with each other very often. And unfortunately, it's not just because someone's decided to invade. Like, the Russia-Ukraine war. Yes, like, it's turned tides a bit now, though. I think Ukraine are actually fucking...
I don't know about that.
Pulling Russia's pants down in some aspects.
We'll never know the truth with anything, though.
This is the thing. We all base opinions on what we hear on the news.
You watch it then? I don't fucking watch
social media.
Yeah, like, all the little reels and shit.
Yeah, we're all basing our opinions off of the people we listen to. But you should base your opinions off yourself. At the end of the day, like you can amalgamate whatever anyone says, whatever you see, you put it all together, and you try and then make the most.
But don't always believe what you hear on the fucking.
Oh
media.
no, 100%.
Jesus Christ! If I could slap the granddad out of my dad, I fucking would, just to fucking get him off that news.
Well, that's it. You sort of like some people, you just want to like. You wish you could
shake them. Can you not see like how they've lied to us?
It's so obvious as well.
Yeah,
it's like literally in your face.
Like when you've got used to it, you're like, oh fuck me.
Americans worse. America is so much worse. Like all the Kamala Harris, Donald Trump shit. Do you know they actually believe that he faked getting shot? There's like a big movement.
Yeah.
There's pictures of the bullet next to his head.
But it's all conspiracy, isn't it? That's,
it's so fucked up. So,
but to be fair, if it did, it's healed pretty quick though. That's the only thing I would say.
Yeah, but then
it's fucking brilliant, like him walking around like with fucking 50 Cent like music.
No, that was fake.
Oh,
that was fake. It was overdubbed. It's so annoying because I wanted that to be so real.
That would have been fucking ace.
I wanted that to be more real than anything in the world.
That would have been amazing.
I found out a funny fact actually. This is completely off topic. Did you know, like crocodiles and alligators, essentially they live for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, right?
Yeah, because of the dinosaur.
The oldest living crocodile we have is from the 1902, I think, 1920s.
Oh.
But so the only reason the other ones die is usually through like being killed by another crocodile or something like that, or like an illness. But they won't actually die of old age.
Oh, it's literally
like
through
they've
death.
Not,
like...
Yeah, they've not.
Oh, really?
They've not. So I heard this on Joe Rogan. He was talking to like an animal expert. Basically, what they say is
Steve Irwin.
He's dead. He had a stinging one. No, so basically what they were saying is like they don't really have any records of crocodiles dying through age. They're only ever killed, which is crazy, or like cancer, or like do you know what I mean? But like they
I wonder if they got like a cancer research they have to donate to. Or...
That's all bollocks as well. I'm sorry.
That is, yeah.
Charities are the most fucked up. You go to the petrol station and you pay for that. It's like, do you want to add to charity? No. And they
charity
always look
stars
at,
at home.
They look at you. They look at you as if to say, you fucking arsehole.
Like even when you go to Mackey's and shit,
yeah.
it's like
would you like to round it up?
Yeah,
would you like to round it up for charity? Or would you like to do a gratuity, which is basically a tip? And like every time I'm pressing the red button, I could just feel their eyes like soaring into me like, you arsehole. I'm sat there thinking, you don't fucking pay it, and the reason you're looking at me like that is because this goes into your pocket, you bastards. Yeah. You know, like charity's crazy. That's why I like.
Oh, you look at like some of these charities, and you got like they're bringing home mega P, like some of these big boys, like at the top of the food chain.
Yeah,
and it's like you fucking absolute scumbag.
They're scumbags because if they just gave half of their work, which they don't need.
This is my belief. Doesn't have to be anyone else. Like with the whole cancer shit, I don't reckon they'll ever want to cure that because too many people will be living.
That is very true because there are things they work like. It's like Joe Rogan always talks about stem cell research and all that sort of stuff and all of these things that they can heal now, right? And there's something that they brought out in the States not long ago, but they've banned it very quickly because it's so like it's helping so much, and it's like they're banning these things because they know it's going to help.
Yeah, and it's like these like natural herbalist people. Like, like have you heard like Dr. Sebi and that?
Even when it was COVID and Joe Rogan was saying about the horse tranquilizer shit, and they fucking
that's Kemen.
No, not Kemen.
You want
the Kemen? No, what was it? Dewormer? Horse dewormer or something?
Yes.
Anyway. But they were like putting on the media like, oh, he's injecting himself with all this shit, and in reality he wasn't, and it was helping. But they just don't. The medicine industry is so wealthy.
Yeah.
The drug industry is.
Well,
so
you think
wealthy.
about the cycle, like they'll never find the point of like when you go to the doctors, it's never. Caught. It's down to this root issue. It's like, right, try this tablet.
Yeah.
You'll take that for 4 weeks, but where that's fucking your system up and your blood pressure's going through the roof, oh, well, you'll have to add this tablet in.
Yeah.
It's never like, fuck, what have you been, like, doing, like, do you know what I'm trying to get
And that's how
to?
you get people like Nan who's taking 10 pills a day.
Yeah.
It's like
down, 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 these blue and yellow, purple pills.
I was wondering where you were going. Like
fucking what about
the wrong? Like the intro was slightly wrong. You missed that. You're like down now. I was waiting for the. What the fuck's he doing? He's singing Blue Peter or something. What's going on? So
but yeah, like that. And now she's fucking. As soon as she ain't got them fucking tablets now, she's like shaking like a shitting dog. Like, fuck.
And it's like if you go like, say for an example, then what you basically explained is like, say you've gone to the doctors because you've got a headache, right?
Yeah.
But in reality, your eyesight could be bad.
In reality, if you got a headache, you're dehydrated. But yeah,
well, but some people get migraines because of their eyesight, right? So say I've got poor eyesight, I don't. I've got 20/20, legend. So I go to the doctors. I've had a banging migraine for so long. Da 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 da. Right, cool. What we'll do is we'll give you paracetamol. Cool. You go back. Headache's not going with the paracetamol. Okay, cool. We'll put you on fucking whatever a pan until they're giving you tramadol. And to the point where they're giving you tramadol to cure this headache, when in reality they haven't asked, oh, what's your eyesight? Have you been to an optician's?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, what are you drinking? All this sort of stuff. Have you banged your head? Whatever. They're just like, no, cure the pain, cure the pain, cure the pain. Never the root issue.
Numb the pain, numb the pain, numb the pain.
The more they numb the pain, the more you're numbing yourself.
Yeah.
It's like the whole fucking Ritalin and shit for ADHD. Like, personally, so there's again studies that I've listened to. I've been listening to so many podcasts recently. That there's studies that basically what they believe is ADHD comes from the like period where we were like hunter gatherers. So it's actually a type of evolution. So what they believe is that ADHD was really beneficial back then, and it was something that humans took on as a characteristic, so that when they were like gathering like food, like not hunting, but the gatherers who would gather like the berries, all that sort of stuff, they wouldn't stay stuck on the same spot for so long because they're looking and looking and looking, whereas someone with ADHD will go, fuck this, and go somewhere else and find them. So they believe that that's why it's so prominent, is because the people who were gathering more survived faster because they would like go into different spots all the time and finding different like sources of food, as opposed to being stuck on the one spot.
Interesting,
isn't it? Crazy.
But then what about what's your like take on like autism and shit then?
Well, this is the thing, right?
Because
autism's been around for forever, but the amount of people who have it hasn't been around forever.
Because do you believe, like, have you heard like the Kennedy, like Robert Kennedy?
RFK, yeah.
RFK,
yeah.
Like his take on it, like with the old,
with like the tablets and stuff and
the vaccines and stuff like that.
Well, there's
because like as soon as like the first, he was on Rogan, he explained about it.
Yeah, so
and that was fucking mind blowing.
The vaccine. Yeah. Sorry.
Like
every time someone says vaccine, I straight think about COVID.
No.
But yeah, the vaccine. So when they started doing the vaccines, the percentage of autism and stuff was risen.
It kept spiking,
which is fine, which is understandable. If the facts are there, the facts are there. But medicine's also come a long way, and we're noticing it and we're reporting it more. Right. So for an example, autism when we were kids, didn't really know about it. The first time I ever seen autism was on that film with Cameron Diaz, I think, and Ben Stiller, where her brother's got autism. He likes his baseball. Something About Mary.
Okay.
Yeah, he wears the earmuffs. He's like severely autistic in there. That's probably the first time I ever seen what autism really is, and that was what it was back then. That was autistic. Anything else was you're chill. But now we've got to the point where they're diagnosing everything with autism. Let's be real. If I went and seen a doctor, if I was like, I'd probably get diagnosed today with autism because I'm fucking hyper and I've got like fucking whatever, and I don't like touching things. I don't need people touch my ears. I'm a bit of a germaphobe. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'd go, you are stage 2 autism and ginger. You're fucked. You know? So they're diagnosing anything with anything. And it's like, that's where the numbers have risen because they don't see, you don't have like stage 1 autism, stage 2 autism, stage 3 autism. You've got autism, a big wide variety of it. So all of those stats are, so my little brother, he will be a stat because he's a very, very high functioning autistic child. Yeah. So he's not like, I wouldn't say he's
some
autistic.
People are like, some people are non-verbal, some people
exactly.
are,
So when you're taking these slight people who go to the doctors and they're like, Yeah, I don't like germs. I fucking hate germs. And also, if I'm at home...
You've always been weird with like
But
people
this is-
drinking out the bottle.
Yeah, exactly. I don't drink out of the bottle. It's simple. But let's say I go there and I'm like, right, I don't like people drinking out of the bottle. I don't like this. I don't like that. And also, when I walk in a room, I have to check what walls are there, check where the doors are, all this sort of stuff. They'll be like, oh, that's because you're autistic. When in reality, I'm not autistic. I just think about my health, and when I walk into a room, people should know where the exits are. But then you're a stat. Do you see what I'm saying?
You're labelled.
So, although the RFK thing is very
It's
interesting,
all interesting, yeah.
There's lots of sort of things to take in regarding that.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't say vaccines cause autism, no. But at the same time, they're causing something. They are doing something. Like, I don't know if I got the
I haven't had
I got one
one
COVID jab and that's it, and I'll never do it again.
I don't even have
You're not going to get the monkeypox one. Have you heard about that now?
I got chicken pox, floxy pox.
Have you not heard about the monkeypox, the newest one?
Oh, don't even go there. I don't want to know about it.
Oh, it's a global pandemic.
Shut up.
Swear down that CDC in America have put the world on red alert for monkeypox.
How many people have got it? 10?
2.
Fuck off.
Google it right now, live. Google monkeypox epidemic right now. This is fucking crazy. Obviously it started in Africa or somewhere like that, and there was loads of cases, and then they had like 2 cases in China, a couple of cases here, there, and everywhere.
Monkeypox, what?
Just put monkeypox, current monkeypox pandemic or current monkeypox alert or something, and see what it comes up with. So, for audio listeners, Jamie is currently typing on his phone about monkeypox, and Jamie's also chosen a really cool way to sit today on video because his whole face is behind the mic.
You can't see
So
me.
when we upload our TikToks and the facial recognition software I use for the
Hey
thing,
guys,
probably isn't gonna recognize you. Anything come
yeah,
up?
2022, 2023. You're fucking lying.
No, honestly, it's all over the news.
Hang on, deaths. 207 deaths since January 2022.
Yeah, exactly. That's 3 years. No, 2 years.
Monkeypox pandemic outbreak 2024.
So they've put everyone on high alert and everything. It was on the news.
When the World Health Organization.
Yeah.
You believe them fucks.
No, I'm not saying I believe them. But I'm just saying it's another thing they're trying to get control.
Monkeypox outbreak public health an emergency of international concern.
Told you.
14th of August.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Tedros Adhanom has determined that the upsurge of the monkeypox doesn't say, like, that's just gibberish.
Yeah, I know, but this is what I mean. They're trying to make it into a new COVID.
Oh, fuck that.
So they're trying to make a vaccine.
Actually,
Yes, mate.
another one.
Yes.
I found it well funny. Dr. Fauci, do you know Fauci?
Yeah.
So
But
he,
like,
he
all
had
the
6 shots and he's like,
got
got
COVID.
again. Oh, that's fucking mind blown.
It's nuts.
That is
like,
fucking insane. I think that's funny as fuck. Not like just the whole fact that he's the one that's pushing this, like, to get vaccinated.
Well,
and this motherfucker's been caught this virus.
it's like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, right? So Kamala Harris was a VP. She's now running. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When Donald Trump was in power, in office, he came out with the COVID vaccine, right? Kamala Harris and Joe Biden were saying they will not take Donald Trump's vaccine. The minute it switched over, right, and Biden became president, they were pushing the same vaccine to everyone.
Right.
So because it was Trump and like he was promoting it, they were like, no, don't take the vaccine. I'm not, then as soon as they're in power, it's like, oh, take the vaccine.
take this to
It's
save
like-
lives,
I don't understand
save cats and dogs.
why people can't just like go together on things, you know?
Because the world has to be chaos, I'm afraid. They don't want peace, love. Imagine if... I've said it before. I've said it so many times. Like, imagine this world where it was just... Like, you go to London, right? And people are miserable as fuck in
They
London.
literally walk around like zombies.
They
It's like I'm in
so
Shaun of the Dead.
fast paced.
There's a girl in the garden.
Yeah.
Pete. Oi, prick.
Vinyl, like launching vinyls. Fucking fired.
The Party Woman's just like Hot Fuzz as well. Does your CCTV work? No, we don't have CCTV around here. It's for the greater good.
Which is what I said this place is to the greater good. No crimes around here. I'll see his head in like in a bin bag next week. Jihadi John's back with your head and like. Oh my lord. Your back garden will be a green screen for Jihadi John. It's fucking.
Who the fuck is Jihadi John?
You can't remember Jihadi John? What?
What I'm trying to do is steer it away from sounding like a racial thing right now. So please explain who Jihadi John is.
He was the guy that used to behead people from ISIS.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Did you not?
No, I was like,
he killed people like Ken Bigley. If you know,
I've heard about Ken Bigley. Yeah, yeah. Anyway,
the greater good.
The greater good. Proper Bristolian accent. What were we talking about?
Imagine this world was like just actually peaceful and like no.
Do you reckon it'd be boring though?
No, because I think we could achieve a lot more. As like a whole human race. Like, imagine the shit that we could achieve.
Well, yeah, it's like, for an example, when like America and Russia were at war and they were doing like the whole space race. Imagine if they just weren't fighting.
Don't get me on that.
No. You've literally got tears in your eyes from laughter. No, not saying they went to the moon, but imagine if they did the whole space race, but they just put it all together. They probably could have gone to the moon, but instead they were fighting against each other. Do you see what I'm saying? If they put all their powers together. Yeah, so there's that part of it. But yeah, no, I feel like I've fucking that, you made me laugh too much. So I feel like when I think of like world peace, all I can imagine is like in like the 1600s when people were like farming, like just chill, like raking their fucking farmlands, living off the land, got their own animals and shit like that, you know? Like,
but like that's another scary thing. Like the people that are like living in these cities and that. If like something did go down the system,
solar flare or something like that,
internet or something goes down, like we're fucked. Like we all rely on like debit cards, all that shit, like
electronics and internet,
electronics, yeah, internet.
Do you think you could survive if like we lost all power?
That's what I'm saying. I don't reckon. I think fucking. What you imagine like all these obese people that are about right now?
Yeah.
Like fuck me.
I think
good old like Jeffrey in fucking room 27 up the road. He's fucking bedridden because he can't move and he's got to have his fucking bed saw cleaned every fucking 6 hours.
What do you think like the most important thing would be, like if we lost all power and technology tomorrow? What do you think the most important thing to, like, if you could choose 5 things?
Well, you think how fucking chaos, like everything would just be smashed to fuck.
But what if you had to take 5 things? What like if you, so let's say we had like a superpower outage, no internet, no Wi-Fi, basically like a solar flare had hit, and what would be your like 5 things that you like? Right, I'm going to a safe place, but I need these 5 things. What would it be?
Food.
No, you can't just say I'm going to take food. You need to like, you're trying to survive here.
Right. Could be a fucking long episode this. Jesus.
So I thought about this once before, and the first thing I thought of is I would just get as many of this one thing as possible, and lighters.
Lighters?
Yeah. No one knows how to make a fire anymore.
No.
Do you know, or like with a magnifying glass is fine in the summer.
Yeah.
Because you can do that, but I know eventually you'd get it by rubbing the sticks together and whatnot.
A lot of fucking blisters on your
hand. Do you see what I'm saying? Lighters would be like, a lot of lighters would be perfect. They'd be hot property as well. You barter them with people. You'd be like, I'll give you a lighter and I want your cow.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Because I'm going to set it on fire and take it anyway.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Lighters, like, that's your light, that's your heat, all that sort of stuff. And then you just need animals and fucking, it sounds silly, oh, you only need animals and fucking seeds, but in reality, if you could build
that's
a
what I think, like, we should, like, I know,
be taught in school.
Well, not that, I think people should have good relationships with farmers and Because I'm not being funny. If a shit did go fucking off, you need to have that good relationship
There's
with.
no protection with their animals anyway. They'd get chawed up.
Yeah.
And this is the thing as well. Is like, as much like we're quite lucky because where we live, there's a lot of natural farmland and people naturally farm.
Yeah.
But like in the big places like cities, like in America or shit like that, where they're doing all this massive like farming in the fucking pens of all the cows and shit, like they ain't gonna survive. And you don't know how to breed cows. Do you know what I mean? Like they'd be dead straight away.
Don't know how to milk them. Like
it's gotta be like sucking boobies. Can you just? It's like. Do we have to milk them? Can we take it straight from the teat? it's like when you have a baby, bottle fed or formula fed, straight from the teat. Of come here. But yeah, now I think I feel like we should learn these things anyway because it's bound to happen one day. Like solar flares can happen. A solar flare could happen tonight. Anything like that can happen when it happens.
Then that's where we need Starlink. Bring Starlink.
A solar flare would kill it. A solar flare comes from the sun, you dick.
But
what? Go on.
The satellites from the sky would it kill off the satellites?
A solar flare literally is like a massive beam of like solar from the sun that just bashes out, and if it comes in contact with us, essentially it just knocks out electronics.
Oh, okay.
So the satellites would be coming towards us. Well, no, they're in orbit, so they probably wouldn't. Eventually, they might slip out of the orbit though. This is the planes. That's the scary part, man. Planes just falling out of the sky.
Whoa.
What is it? What film is it? 2012? Is it 2012 where the planes start falling out of the sky?
Nah.
No. What is it? They have like a massive electrical thing and planes just fall, and you're like, because how many? Like you've seen the plane app, right? Where you can see all the planes flying. There's probably one above us right now.
Yeah, no.
Right this second. Oh, that gives me the heebies.
And the people on them, fuck me, Jesus Christ.
Like. So we need to learn like a lot more as a race, like as a human race.
Because we got lazy, like everyone's lazy.
Because things are so easy, right?
Exactly.
Like it's like even like doing this for an example. Someone's too lazy to fucking talk to someone about it, so they listen to a podcast, or they can't be asked to turn on the TV and their phone's in their hand, so they use their phone. It's so easy to do that. Like
we're using like Alexas to fucking turn on lights and shit.
I've only just started using my Siri. To be fair, only when I'm in the ice bath. It's the only time I've ever used my Siri. And I'd like, shut up. It's like, the only thing I want is a Ring doorbell. I feel like that's quite important these days.
I think you're going to need one every now and then for the greater good.
Well, we're talking like that, and I've heard on the grapevine that like Warminster's like a massive Freemason centre.
Is it?
Yeah, like Lena was talking to a woman who lived here. Like,
you can't wait for you to fucking join it.
He's probably a Freemason over there who's done the carving. I've reported to the police
for the greater good. No,
the police are doing those secret handshakes and wanking each other off. I'm gonna get nicked tomorrow. Fuckers. Yeah, no. Apparently, this is like a massive like Freemason capital in England or some shit. It's like full of them.
Hold tight, the Freemasons.
Big up the Freemasons. Please don't hurt me.
Hold tight, my boy Freemason Jason as well.
Freemason Jason. That's funny because it's true. Not that anyone's told us they're a Freemason. Everyone keeps it super secretive. Don't worry. The Freemasonry, you're all okay. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. So, what's going on next then? What's planned? So we're gonna keep going with this podcast for sure. We've definitely come up with.
Should we go? What we're gonna pick a topic next week?
Yeah, we're gonna go with a topic. You got any off the top of your head? What you want to talk about next week?
Not yet.
Not yet. Well, we will come back to you with that for sure. This has just been sort of a catch-up episode because I feel like we needed to do that because otherwise we just come back after 4 weeks and be like da 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 da. Everything's absolutely fine. When if like I'd rather explain it again. Not that there's many people who are going to be there like, oh my god, where are Josh and Jamie? But we have had a few messages, so interesting stuff. So yeah, the new studio is up. We're probably going to get something that goes behind us here and it fills this big white blank space,
and then just get Josh to de-needle his sofa as well.
The set is like more comfortable though, right?
Oh, that's well.
Hopefully the audio sounds good.
Because like I went up that other fucking that little chair that I was on. It was like,
but the background was cool.
What on the other one?
Yeah. Well, I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
It was a bit childish, but all the childish stuff's over there now, so don't worry.
Were you like in a stripper club? Like, waiting for wands to be chucked at me? Like,
Give me the dollar bills, yo. Nah. Cool. Yeah. So next for us, obviously, we're going to keep doing with the podcast. If you do want to check out our new YouTube channel, I will put the link in the bio for the gym reviews. We're actually doing that tomorrow, which is going to be fun. As always, just please hit the like button, share, subscribe on anything as well, like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Deezer, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok. Like, we're literally on it all.
Amazon Music, we're on.
We're even on Amazon Music. Who the fuck says
Fucking Jeff
Amazon
Bezos,
Music?
you owe me some money.
Yeah, Jeffy, give me some money on that. Devils, dickheads. Yeah, I think like the only person on Amazon Music was like Taylor Swift or some shit like that. I don't fucking know.
Okay.
No, I don't know. Do you hear about actually like her and Donald Trump are in like this massive argument at the minute?
What
Because
about?
he used like a photoshopped picture of Taylor Swift in his like campaign.
Oh,
and she's
right.
like trying to sue him, but he's like, they're basically trying to say it was a meme, and they can't sue him because it was a meme. It's fucking brilliant. I'm like, yes. So yeah, but yeah. Also, take from this episode, everything we say is allegedly. A lot of it is jokes. Me nor Jamie have really many thoughts on the whole.
We just thought we'd bring it up because it was
There's thoughts that everybody has, and you're welcome to your own opinions. So talk about it, and just try not to talk about it on Twitter because you'll get fucking arrested because this country's a joke.
not on Twitter. Will you?
Yeah, they're monitoring X as well.
Nah.
Yes.
Musk. I'm gonna.
Now
I'll
pick up
message
Elon. Elon's a big man, you know.
Man like
He's
Elon.
being fucking tortured and scrutinised now as well. But he's
Oh, was
putting
he?
up some crazy shit on
mate.
Twitter.
He has been fucking
Ruining
ruining
Keir Starmer,
Yeah,
for sure.
I love that. I
He's
love
nuts.
that. Fuck Keir Starmer because he with that fucking whole what's his name? BBC guy, fucking.
Now then,
Yeah,
Jimmy.
Jimmy
Now
Savile.
then, kiddies, come to me, Jimmy.
Fuck, can't believe
Uncle
that.
Jimmy.
I can't believe he got like that was because of him. What
Yeah, one of his
scumbag.
rings on his hand had his mum's eye in that. You know that?
Did it?
Yeah,
What
her
a
actual eye. What a
scumbag.
weirdo. But yeah, Keir Starmer backed up Jimmy Savile because he's a fucking. Listen, peace out. All
Scumbags.
about Trout. Catch you later. Thanks for listening.
We're
Thanks
out.
for watching. Peace. Boom.